That's why I keep saying, you got to subscribe to this channel as well, because this is the channel that I'll randomly just pop on. I might not say anything. I might say something like this, but yeah, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification. Make sure you do it so you don't miss the content. So this is RC Guy Garage live. Because why? Because we're live. And why is it in the shop, or why is it called Shop Talk? Maybe wrench, yeah, something like that. Well, because that's what I'm here for. I'm actually here to do some wrenching, and I just figured I'd pop on and hang out with you guys. If you guys want to come over my house, the door is open. The door is open, guy. Earl, what's going on, guy? Bandit, Addicted, what's going on, man? I gotta say, like, I literally just hit the live. I'm not even set up. I'm actually gonna open that box from Jenny's RC over here too. I did get a box from Jenny's RC. It's a great place to go, like, get your stuff. They've got like awesome prices. Earl Moorhead actually turned me on to this place, and it's like one of those things where you want people to know, but then again, you don't want people to know because you want to keep all the stuff for yourself. Great prices, but the shipping is a little out of control. But whatever. The shipping's out of control. The only reason why I say that is because each product that I bought had obviously a shipping charge. And I was really thinking, I was like, oh, gee, you know, I bet they're going to throw everything in one box. And lo and behold, they threw everything in one box and kept the shipping money. Hey, you just got to laugh sometimes about things, you know? Yeah, they're in business to make money, right? So we can't talk to these guys anymore. Thanks to that DDL place. So, you know what's funny is how do I find my own? Because this isn't my live. Well, this is my live, but it's not my live. There we go. That way I can at least keep up with comments. Right? Yeah, there we go. That's shipping and yeah, right. That's shipping and handling. They're gonna pay for those hands. But they definitely right. Shipping and handling. So I do want to open it up, but this setup right here is something that I've kind of wanted to do for a while. It's basically just balancing out a model. Like if you really want to go crazy and try to balance out your car left to right. I mean, I know you can do like shock adjustments to, you know, change that out, but this was my idea. And this is basically just digital scales that go up to, these things are actually incredible. Like for the price, all four of these are accurate to like within the exact same number of each other, which is a great thing. Now, granted, I don't know how much this knife weighs, but I used this kind of as my gauge. But then what I thought I would do was I would take one of my little wrenches just to give it that real, like a real like test, like one of my little ignition wrenches that I've got, which I can't seem to find right now. I know they're here somewhere. All right, maybe I could measure a pinion gear. That's what I could do. I could measure a pinion gear. That would give, or you know what? How about if I throw one of these little junky wrenches on? So just to give it like a different weight, because I did check it myself just already earlier when I was messing with things. Just checking basically what it's going to do is it's just going to give me the all four corners of each, each four corners of the model, just to show me like where balance and stuff is, and what's my point of that? I don't know. It's something I want to know. I want to see if there's like a way to at least visually see where my model is before I send it, down the strip. So I got this, my CRKT knife. Wonder if I can check online real quick. You know what? I'm going to check online to see if there's a weight for this online. So this is a CRKT M16 10KS. So let's see if that comes up. CRKT M16-10KS. All right, so it comes up with that knife, which is exactly it. But what I wanted to know was, do they give a weight for what this knife is? This is a knife that it's just one of my favorite smaller little knives. So, yeah, they do. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So they actually do give a weight. And they say the weight of theirs is 73.7 grams. But do they have, is the clip on it? So that's that side. So there is a weight, or 2.6 ounces. So the clip is there. That's kind of funny. I might have to see if I can weigh something else, because I already weighed this. And I didn't come up with 73.7 grams, I don't think. I think I came up with like, no, I got to check. So another, all right, see, I'll turn it on, right? So you can turn it on. The glare is probably going to mess that up. How do I get rid of that glare right there? Which glare is that? That? No. That glare, that one? Yeah, all right. So that glare was that for that one right there. So I'll turn it on. See, it talks to you. Hello. Right? And something I noticed, right? If you turn it on while you're holding it, it'll go into like error or something. See? I think that means unsettled. So once I lay it down, watch. It goes to 0. These things are really cool. So what I did, like I was saying, was I did take, it's like there's a glare from something, another one. There's a glare from something else. There's glares from everywhere. If I shut all the lights off, you're not going to be able to see nothing. Well, actually, yeah, you can see, can you? But that doesn't work for me. Well, dang it. I'm trying to show you, like, the numbers. So I guess it's not going to work like I was hoping. You just have to take my, whatever. Look at that, the glare on. There we go. All right, right there. That works. That works. All right. So I take this little wrench. I'm going to stick this little wrench on here just to give me an idea what the number is. So that comes in at 14 grams. All right. So I'll pick that up, throw it over here. Comes in at 14 grams. Pick it over here. 14 grams. 14.1, which it might be that borderline of 14. Yeah, there we go. 14 grams. Then I took a heavier item. We'll throw it on there. 80.3. 80.3. 80.3. 80.3. Why am I doing this? I'm doing this because of this right here. Okay. So I'm going to stick these scales like this. Just like that. Take the car. And I'm going to sit the car's wheels on the scales. Just to give me my four corner like four-corner balance. To, you know, obviously, where do you think the weight is? It's right there. So stick it on. So this scale over here is reading 3.8 something, 3.87, actually just switched, 2.65, 257. I touched the wire and it changed. 299 on that one over there. Basically, it just shows me like balance of the model. We've got more weight, obviously, on this side. Once I toss the battery on this side, it's going to increase the model, obviously, overall, but and I should probably center it. Let's see what happens if I center the wheels on the scale, if it makes a difference. All right. So now that it's more centered, still got 299 over there. We got 331 on this corner, 262, and then 258. So when I take the battery and stick that battery in, which is this one right here, it's going to obviously offset that weight that's on that side, but then it's going to increase the weight. So we've got 413 on this side, 421, and the front. Let's see now if I was to take this wire and hook this wire up, because the wire would probably be on that side. 358, 377, 422, and 413. So in a sense, the model is slightly more balanced. Obviously, now that I've got that battery in. Now, what happens if I throw that 5200 pack in there? I do have a 5200 pack, I believe, which was a 2S pack, I think. Which, yeah, now I can't find it. Oh, God. Well, I've got a 52 somewhere. Must be outside. Well, anyways, I've got another pack. It's a 5200 pack. It's a hard shell case. It's obviously lighter, which I feel... You can see him over there. He's over there attacking the scales. But this was just for me to like balance stuff out in my way. And obviously it's going to change, because if I do decide to actually balance these wheels, that would again change those numbers. And not that this is like some crazy, you know, thing that anybody has to do, but this is just something that I wanted to see. I wanted to see on my models where the weight was, fully loaded, or what they call, you know, loaded or wet, so that you know that it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why this channel is this channel. We're not learning anything here. I'm just showing you stuff. Right. Well, for me, the bigger the battery, the more horsepower. And that's what we're going for. We're going for power. So, but I thought that these scales were pretty mint. It's funny, they're not zeroing out now. That one's actually at a negative. Oh, it zeroed. Look, it zeroed out. What did it? Yeah, with the weight that was sitting on it. So the only thing I don't know how to do. Oh, so the T clears it. Okay. So the T clears the thing, zeroes it back out. That's pretty interesting. Again, Not reading instructions, you don't need it. You just figure it out. I think you'll learn more that way. But this was just for me, like I said, this is what I'm going to do with other models. Just to give me an idea of where weight is on something, just to see if I can maybe balance something out, see if it actually makes a difference versus tuning a shock, increasing spring tension or whatever. If I could just take like a weight and like place it on the vehicle to just balance out, front right to or front left to back right, you know what I'm saying. Just a thought. Now I also have to figure out how to store these things, because they did come with their own little trays and everything. So they came with like these little trays. I'm not sure like why it came with these, but I think I'm going to turn them into parts trays. Obviously, I don't want to stack the scales on top of each other, because I feel like that would not be good for the last scale or the bottom scale. Kind of like the pig pile scenario. It's never good for the person that's all the way on the bottom. They're the ones that are not breathing. So I'll probably just like stack these somewhere, maybe over by the vectors or something, on their side like this. Maybe something like that. As I place it over here and I stack it on top of each other. You guys just can't see it. So I do want to adjust my endpoints and all that stuff with this thing. I do have to pop off these tires and wheels. I do have to glue the tires onto the rims. That's something I need to do now. But yeah, body fits on absolutely mint. So this was something that Earl talks about a lot, is when you throw a body on, like, I think literally that, you see, I just dropped it in place, right? I did like a little touch, right? Those front pins, I guarantee, are in. Look at that. That is mint. So that's a good, I feel like that's a good sign, or that's a sign of a good alignment for your body. Boom. And these holes are basically the size, just enough to get them to kind of slip on. It's not, see how that kind of holds? So I feel that that's pretty good. That is my rally car. I do have to cut the just the back side of the wheel wells right here. You can see where it rubbed initially, right there, from those other tires ballooning on the speed runs. When it was, the Hobao, same thing on this side, same exact thing, ballooning and hitting onto the body. I have no idea how it didn't just slice the tires. It even did it on the front too. It did it so bad it actually wore the paint, like, so that the Lexan is clear. So I'll just tidy up that a little bit. The back, the back is actually fine. I can't find my dual lock, so I bought the dual lock Velcro that Earl uses, and I bought a whole roll of it, and now I can't find it. So, and that's all a part of my shop organization, meaning I organized the shop, and now I can't find the dual lock. If I literally just threw it on the table, guess what? It would be on the table, and I wouldn't have lost it. But because I put it somewhere, now I have no idea where it is. So I'm going to stop doing organization because it just doesn't work for me. Yeah, I don't even know what tear weight means. I literally just think it's just a clear, get out the paddles, clear. But yeah, so we're going to take off the tires. Go over there dancing. So this still kind of active, but just not. You just can't talk to them anymore. That's kind of, I feel like that's the bummer part. is that with the Digital Dream Labs, they basically put out the command code yesterday, and when they did that, they took away basically the functionality of Vector, so he can no longer, they can't talk to him anymore. So, you know, like when you talk to your dog or you talk to your cat or you talk to your kids or whatever, you know what I mean? At least, you know, they'll talk back to you, but now when you talk to him, he just tries to sell you a subscription. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he's trying to sell me a subscription now. It's kind of annoying. Look under the table. Dude, I have looked everywhere. And I even didn't find anything lost. If that makes any sense to you, when I like right here, okay? If someone was to ask me, "Hey guy, what's the tire balancer you use?" What I do is I just go, "Hey dude, check it out. It's right there in the pile. Here's the tire balancer. Hey guy, what do you use for your camera gear to hold your remote onto your transmitter?" Dude, guy, it's right here. See what I mean? Like everything is. Where are your Allen wrenches? They're right here, guy. Look at, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got the Allen wrenches here. Hey guy, where's that spare receiver that you had? Right here, guy. See that? Hey guy, where's your game changer fan? Right here. See? Where's your cell checker? Right here, guy. See? Right in the pile. If you just leave everything, this is the way you do it. You leave everything on your bench, okay? And that way you can find it, and it's always going to be within arm's reach, no matter what, right? I think that makes perfect sense. Look at, I've even, hey guy, where's your grapes? They're right here, guy. See? Where's your remote for your Roku? Right there. Where's your tripod? Right there. Where's all your failed prints? Right there. Where's your temp gun, guy? Right there. How about your drill bits? They're right there. How about your lipo batteries? Right there. There is an organization that I do sometimes do, and that's probably like when I'm working on a car. It's a different kind of organization that I have, especially like my toolbox. My toolbox actually is organized, which is kind of weird. All my wrenches are in the right spot. You know, all my sockets are, you know, pretty much in the right spot, except for the 10 and 8 millimeters. Those usually are gone. When it used to be more the 1/2 inch and 7/16 that were always gone. I always had a like 5 9/16, but the 1/2 inch and the 7/16 were always gone. I always had a ton of 3/8, but oh yeah, and 5/8 would always be missing too. So 3/4. No, I'd have a ton of those because I'd always make sure I had 3/4 sockets. So yeah, I don't know. And my remotes are kind of organized. I've got a thing over there that there's a table that's just all remote controls. So too many remote controls. And that's what this thing is hopefully going to help me square away. So I did get this radio right here. I did do an unboxing of it. I just haven't done like the video thing of it. It is going to take me a little bit, you know, to get used to using a radio because, you know, this is all the electronic stuff and, you know, adjusting endpoints and all the stuff where years ago you never had to worry about any of that. And half of the time right now, I don't do endpoint adjustments anyway. I just roll with it. I mean, it fell out. They gave me like this congratulations thing, and they're like, congratulations, you have the 2020 version 2 or V2 version. We updated the FPV holder hole. All right. We updated the strap hook. Woohoo! We updated the SWA, SWD, the handle, and the trigger location. So literally, is that all it really is? They gave me a phone holder hole, a strap hook, and they just updated like switch positions. I mean, okay, cool. I mean, a version 2 sometimes is good, right? The other thing too, if you guys do decide, this is again personal opinion, if you decide to go ahead and get one of these GNSS performance analyzers, have patience. It will hook up to your phone. I did have one snafu where I think I like turned off the Bluetooth on my phone. I don't know why I did it this way, but I think I turned off the Bluetooth on my phone for some reason, and then I went to go shut this off, and then because this thing still thought it was connected to something, which it wasn't, it might have been sending out a signal. I couldn't get my phone to reconnect with it. Now, it did take a couple of minutes for things to, reconnect up. So what I would recommend is don't disconnect your Bluetooth on your phone before you shut this off. Shut this off first, then disconnect the Bluetooth if that's what you want to do. Second recommendation, a couple recommendations. Second recommendation, use the dual lock, which I can't find now. So I got to order up another thing of it. But then take foam or something and wrap it around your GPS. I'm going to actually wrap more foam around this. Probably a very slightly thicker foam, maybe. But the foam saved this GPS, I want to say, from the accident where that was a hard enough hit to where this dual lock stuff is pretty strong. And this thing is fairly light that it ripped this thing right off. And this thing was bobbling inside the RC until I got it back to myself. And then I didn't even realize that it was disconnected. And then the other time, another accident that I had where this module actually popped off and landed inside the front control arms, meaning the top arm and the bottom arm, the unit was actually wedged in between, which was crazy. So definitely do yourself a favor and protect this unit, because this unit is a nice unit. You want to protect your unit. I am going to make use of the telemetry that is on. Hey, guy, where's your receiver? It's right here. So I am actually going to make use of this telemetry on this, at least the battery portion, because that's all it is. Focus. Do you want to focus on it or no? No, you want to focus on the background. There we go. So this is the R7FG version 1.2. It's a 6-channel little receiver. It has awesome range, 600 meters, which is like literally almost a mile. And then it does have this little adapter piece, but this adapter serves no purpose to me. This little adapter right here, it even has the on this side, it has the positive and negative. You might have to like look at, this through like a magnifying glass or something if you don't have good eyes like I don't have anymore. But the positive is towards this side. So you'd obviously hook up your telemetry just like that. And I'm just going to snip these wires. I'll either pull back the shrink tubing or I'll snip these wires. I haven't decided what I'll do because I don't really have any use for this XT60 connector. So, but I'll snip that back and then I will hook it into, because it's basically going to stay with the model, I'll actually solder it onto this connector right here. So what I can do is I can pull back the shrink tubing that's on this wire, unsolder it, resolder it with new shrink wrap. Which way would I have that going? So I'd have that wire coming this way, I guess. And I'd re-shrink wrap it, and then, it'd be mint because then it would actually be connected. And it would be able to give me my telemetry. So I just feel like, that might be, I probably won't do it right away just because it's an extra added pain in the neck, but you never know. Maybe I'll jump on here and do one of the lives like I was saying for this channel, I'll just, you know, just solder it up. It's really easy to do. You know what I mean? It's nothing. This is nothing to do a solder job, to desolder this connector, and then do probably a better job than what the factory did. This is running, I think, a 50 amp ESC with a 2700 kV motor. This is for the rally challenge. I do, like I said, I do have to, you know, glue on my ties, but this thing is ready to rip. I did, what did I do in the front diff? 100K? I think I did. No, I didn't. 30K, right? Yeah, 30K. Or did I do 10K? You know what? I don't even remember now. 50K? Yeah, 50K in the back. So I did 30K in the front and 50K in the back for a more like of a posy kind of feel for the rally car. Now, I don't know how it's going to react. I used 40 weight shock oil all the way around. And I have the, what spacers do I have? So I just realized I messed up on one of the spacers. So because these shocks have those little pull spacers, so I've got to swap that one out to the thicker spacer, but I didn't do it on this side either. Wait a minute. Am I that much of a mess here? Yeah, I never put the spacers on the back. Are you kidding me? Oh, look at that, huh? I didn't put the spacers on the back. Good thing I checked. So fortunately, check it out. I'm being organized. So I do have my spacers in here, in this bag. But I actually am going to go into this. And I am going to do the end points and all that junk. Take my hat off. Now that you don't have to look at me. What else? RC Guy Bandit. Live, have you ordered those wins? No, I haven't. They're actually in my cart. Yeah, I'll show you. They're in my cart. So if I go to Amazon, whoops, go to cart, and right there. So I do have them actually in my cart, or I have it in my cart. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. So yeah, it's sitting there waiting. Got 12 people on here. 12 people and only 5 thumbs ups. Come on. You're gonna be 12. 12 thumbs ups. We need 7 more. Here we go. Bam, we're up to 7. Come on, hit that button. Like I said, this is the channel that's just got to grow. This is literally, I'm just going to jump on here and just do stuff. You did a thumbs down. Oh, ouch. Nice guy. That's all right. I'll be sure to repay that kindness. Spend all day thumbs downing every single Earl Moorhead video. Jesus, how would I get all these thumbs downs from? All of a sudden like that. Must have pissed somebody off. All right, so apparently I didn't put the spacers in any of the shocks. I thought I did. So what I had noticed was just from the factory, the spacers here had already compressed the shocks. Compressed the springs, not the shocks. I think you know what I meant. So I am going to throw the biggest one in there only because it's like literally already set up for it. I should actually sit down. I can actually sit down with you guys here. I can actually drink my beer on this channel. Not my iced tea. Chef, what's going on, guy? getting comments on the thing on online here. I don't know what's going on, but I can hear the thing. So now the original spacers are, and that's kind of a foolishness, I think, that they did that. So see what I mean? I am kind of staying organized. I'm going to keep all the phaser stuff like in the phaser, you know, where it should be. I do have to glue my tires. It's you telling me, yeah, telling you Velcro. Yeah, thanks. You telling me where it is? I do have to order it. You know what? Actually, a matter of fact, now that you just reminded me, watch. I'm gonna order the Velcro right now again, and then it's gonna show up tomorrow. Like somehow miraculously, it's just gonna show up. So I'm just gonna go to Amazon. I'll go to orders. Go to my Velcro. That one. And click it. Oh, wait a minute. Buy it again. Buy again. Click. Add to cart. Go to cart. Let's see. I think I'm going to hold off on those batteries for now. Nah, you know what? Nah, I'll just get them now. So that, let's see. Continue placing order. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to order it now and it's going to show up tomorrow. So I think we're there. Tax is $12.18. And the dual lock should be here October 3rd, which is literally what? Tomorrow? That's not too bad. If I order it in the next 15 seconds. And then the batteries won't be here until October 10th. So then I hit place order. I gotta make sure it went on the right thing. Your orders. Did it go on the right thing? Review. Oh, it's weird. It's not like taking it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now it just did it, I think. Oh, wait a minute. It's being weird. What is it doing? It's like not letting me order it. All right, I'm going to back out of this whole thing. I don't know what's going on here. Now that's probably Amazon saying thanks. Yeah, they did. What the heck? It wouldn't let me order it here, but then it ordered it? All right. Let's see. No, that's delivered my package. What the heck? Cart? Looks like it was ordered. Orders. Okay, arriving. All right. So let's see. Because what I don't remember is how. Okay, it's cool. All right, so that actually will be here tomorrow, so that works out. That's pretty crazy. Now that's service. Lauren, what's going on, guy? Jessica, what's going on? Shade 3. The dual lock is, yes, it is definitely awesome. Tomorrow is the 2nd, didn't you say? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm lost on days. Sorry, I'm a day ahead. Maybe we'll take this and we'll move this out of the picture. We'll put this in the picture. How's that? Is that better? I don't know, guy. I'm lost on days. I thought today was Friday. Feels like a Friday. Anyway, so what am I doing here? Oh, yeah. Supposed to be gluing my tires. Now, this was just a very inexpensive tire and wheel. I think it was only like 10 bucks or 12 bucks or something like that. And that was the whole point, was not to blow a ton of money or anything like that into this. It was literally just to keep it nice and inexpensive, but still be able to rip it, you know? And number one, to have fun. That point blank is all this hobby is about, is just to try to have a little bit of fun, you know? Now I'd realized too, I could have printed up like a 3D mount to mount my Game Changer fan facing right at the motor, but I think I'll be fine. I'm going to do some test laps with this thing, obviously, because I have no idea what this thing is going to do. And I can grab my tire, my Kaiju tire stand. Jessica Lance said Facebook. Okay. Awesome, Jess. It point blank makes it easy. So gluing my tires on, the only thing that I'm sadly missing, I'm missing the little nozzle for this thing. There was a tiny little nozzle that this thing came with to make it so that the oh, look at that, it's already coming out. So that the glue didn't get everywhere. But what I'm going to end up doing when I do this is I'm just going to put it around the edge, and I'm just going to open up the tire like that, or maybe I could just open it up, let it flow in, because I want to be able to get to the glue actually in there. So maybe that's how I'll do it. See, I wish I had, what I should do is I should have my bench vise here, you know, this thing from Harbor Freight. Put this thing here, and then set something up so I can actually turn the tire, turn the wheel. What can I use? What's that? No, I don't want to use that. What would be good is if I had like a threaded rod, stick a nut at the end, jam it, and that way you could just have it elevated and spin the wheel as I put the fluid in there. Because you can do it this way too, but you know, if I just take this and stick it in there and then just spin the tire, maybe I'll do it that way. I think the other one is a little bit bigger. So if I use this one, shaft is slightly bigger. So that'll work. I think think I'll leave it like that so you can see what I'm doing maybe. Good for the head count, what, 16 people? Yeah, dude, for a channel that's not that has no subscribers, it's not too bad if that's what you're talking about. I'm psyched. Don't forget to I don't want to wreck this thing. Don't forget to what am I even trying to say? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've never subscribed to it. Or if you haven't subscribed to it. Hit the bell. You know it, man. Hit the bell. Perfect. Now, take the tie, stick it on, and then basically I can just move this along as I glue the tire. Just like this. And then, hopefully, get it to go in, which it looks like it's not wanting to go in. See, that little needle thing works mint. So it looks like it's going in. Looks like it's going in and getting all over my fingers. Grab a paper towel. It didn't really work exactly how I wanted it to, but that's all right. Sweet. As the super glue just sprays all over the place. So I'll let this one sit. I'll grab another wheel. Well, that should work. Good enough. Woo! I gotta open up that window. Oh, the door is open. I'm over here getting asphyxiated by some super glue. It's really close to my nose here. So I'm just gonna jam it in there and just go with it. Sweet. On to the last one. Dora the Explorer. No, say it isn't so. You kidding me? Your kids are beyond Dora. Just go throw a remote control car in their hands, will you? You can fix that up right away. Okay. Now I should be able to come back to this one. That one is basically pretty clear. Now see, this is why I wanted to use the bigger thing, because I could get it to go in a little bit better than this. Sweet. Yeah, see, if I had the bolt like I was saying, that would be better. Because now perfect. And that is it. Cool. And a very minimal amount of super glue stuck to my finger. Right there. That's it. My fingers have no super glue on them. All right, so now I can get my tire balancer, because guess what? My tire balancer is right there. See? Right in with arm's reach. Perfect. That's the way it should be. I'm just doing this part just because. I don't really, shouldn't really have to balance these things, but why not? I've got the balancer. Might as well check it out. You know, can't hurt nothing. So I'll go like that. And this is, so will this balance 24 millimeter hex wheels? Yes. With a washer on the end. Mint. What it does is it actually literally slides right over that knurl. Figured that out like what, 2 weeks ago for Mets? Mets RC was wondering. And I didn't know, and we figured it out. I gotta go the other way with it. So basically all you do is screw this on. and it centers it. You can see that it's off. Wow, look at that. Oh my God. Well, that's a $12 wheel for you. Is something like way off on this? I have a feeling something's off. There's no way it's that out of balance. Like that's not out of balance, that's out of round. That's pretty bad. All right. Maybe it won't balance these tiny little wheels. Yeah, you know what? I don't think it will. The hole, I think, is literally too small. So here's a set that it won't balance. It's not going to balance these tiny little... Oh, man. I'd have to figure something out here. What could I do? Because that needs to be centered. So phaser wheels, it won't balance. Other wheels that I've thrown on here, it'll balance. Let's see if I take a little extra time. See if I can align it in this little tool thing. Never mind. Never mind, it works. I just had it way off. All right, it works. It works. All right. So where are we here? Going all out. Gonna balance. Look at that. Huh? Gonna balance this little bad boy here. Huh? Throw it on the tire balancer. We could road force it. Put a little roller on the end and we could road force the wheel. Earl knows what that is. Does anybody else know what road force is? I think I need to leave these in the sun. There's a definite like whoop in the tire. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's just a rally challenge. But if I wanted to balance these, so obviously now you can see that that's the heavy end, okay, down at the bottom. Because obviously with the way this works, the heavy end is going to drop to the bottom. So what I would do is I'd take a little piece of tape and I'd stick it to the top. And then you'd basically just roll it out again and then see where the tire wanted to sit. So what you can do, or what I can do, is get my paint pen, which that is probably in my toolbox. Yeah, look at that. Amazing. Let's just say, like, I was a moron and I didn't know where the balance was, right? Like if I had to like take the wheel off for some reason, which I actually might have to. So pretty much the balance looks like it's right on this lug right here. So I could put a little white mark, which tells me that's where I want to put my piece of tape. So because this is such a tiny wheel, I'm going to grab my tape. And I just use, you know, mega tape here. Peel off a strip like this. Okay. It's a thick strip like that, right? But what I'm going to do is then, what I should do is I'm going to put a piece of tape on this. Okay. Just like that. Then I'm going to take this, I'm going to snip it off right like this. I'm going to tear it, fold that down. Now I have a surface where I can take this and slice my strips. So obviously there's the white mark. It's settled right onto the white mark. And I can just put a strip like that. And then take my razor blade, which is right here. And I can either cut like right down and through this whole thing, or I can just very carefully just go like that. A little bit of an angle. Put that there. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it inside of that wheel. Because this is such a small wheel, I will take it out of the vise and I'm going to lay it right inside. I know this is crazy that I'm doing this to such a small wheel, but whatever. So it's laid right inside. We'll see what that piece of tape did. Still slightly more. I feel like that's not too bad. It's better than it was. Oh, wait a minute. So that means it needs a little bit of tape right there. Or, yeah, okay. So it still needs more. So I'll cut another layer. Well, I almost thought I got it in one hit. That would have been mint. This time I'm going to overlay it a little bit the other way. Just like that. See what that looks like? It's still slightly off, but better than what it was. And that's where I want to be. Now I just want to make sure that it's sealed in there. Tire's nice and glued. Cool. So that one's all set. And can give it the RC Guy Garage dot of approval. Right? Is that the ARRMA dot? Balanced. So now I'll know that this is balanced. Not that I won't like see the tape, but I'll know it's balanced. What I can do too is I can go in here into the spokes and just flatten down where it just came into contact with the spokes just a little bit on the inside. Flatten that down, and then we're good. So that tie is mint. Check out this one. Take my time setting it into the little balancer here. Yeah, all right. I guess it does. It really does do these. So I'm actually going to go with that lug right there as being the spot where I need to lay in a layer of tape. So I'm going to know right there is where it needs to go. Now this one I'm being a little clumsy with. So I'm going to want it right there. Just like that. See what that looks like. Still needs more. Do another thin layer. That's it. Bam. Just the out of roundness of the wheels probably going to be crazy anyway, but you know what I mean? This also just gives you more experience doing this too. Put my dot of approval on the bottom there. Got my little white dot. That wheel's done. Cap off my paint pen. Also, always make sure you cap off your stinking thread lock too. Because if you don't, you end up with issues later. Let's see. Ah, look at that. I felt it center. That's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, this one's got, well, this one's significant. See how much that rolls? That's a heavy roll. That's a real heavy roll. So it's really heavy right here. Look at that. Look how much that wheel rolls compared to all the others. That's a heavy roll. All right. So pretty sure this one's going to be marked on a big lug. So this one, I'm marking it on that larger lug because that's more of the center of where it's out of balance. Now this one's going to take significantly more tape. At least I think it's gonna. Don't forget to remove the brick. Right. I don't know. I might leave them, but I definitely get what you're saying. I might leave them just for the looks, but that's a good idea, man. So I'm not even going to waste my time. I'm going to actually throw the other layer of tape like right on it right away. And it's probably going to need more, I think, based upon the rollout that we saw. Yeah, look at that. That's still pretty significant. So that's literally probably going to need one whole another strip of tape on this one tire. Look at that. That's huge. And it's still right where the white line is, too. Boy, that's getting thick in there. That's a lot of balance. Counterbalance, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So now it's still off. Wow. That's still off. Holy smokes. My God. Well, I wonder if the when I go to throw the wheel on, if the actual rotor is going to scrape when I throw the tire on now, or throw the wheel on the thing there. Yeah. Looks like it could use another piece. Man. It's really close. So I'm going to put another small little piece right up there. So I'll do a half. So I'll do that. Slice it. Peel it. Whoa. Junk blade. And then I'll just slice this in half. And I know I've got to put it right in that location right there. Kind of like half and half. Not the cream. All right. Right like that, maybe. See what that looks like. Boy. That's not too bad. I think I'm going to go with that right there. This one I don't want to give a dot of approval. This one took a lot of tape. Look at that. Just want to make sure it's actually stuck on. This one I'm going to give 2 dots. It had to get double approved. This one would not be a good road force like wheel. This one would have failed. This would have been send it back to the tire factory. That much wheel weight on there? That's a P. Oh yeah, don't forget to cap off your super glue too. Here I am talking about capping off my paint gun and paint pen and capping off your other stuff. So I'm actually going to take this this tire. I'm going to make sure this one goes on the front. Okay. Oh, this one seems significant too. Holy crap. Yeah, that's another significant one. All right. That's actually in between 2 lugs on that one. So what I'll do is I'll actually mark both those lugs. Again, that's going to be a significant tape thing. So what I'll do is this time I am going to tape the tape to the tape. Oh, that's not too bad. Actually, it doesn't seem like it's as bad as the other wheel. So I'll take that other little half piece, and it looks like it's fairly even. I think it's even. So then I'll take this little piece and I'll put that right there. Now let's see how we got. A little bit. Yeah. Man, it still needs more. It's not terrible, but it does need more. It's almost as if it needs like a full piece and not that half. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll pry off that half piece, and I'll throw a hole on, because it looks like that's what it might need. This one needs to be cut on the board. So I'm just going to slice this one right here. Just like that. See what we're looking. I'm satisfied with that. Good to go. This will also be a front wheel. But then again, maybe it could be a rear. I'm going to double dot this one too. Just telling me that this one had extra, just like the other one. All right, so that's all set. So front tire, rear tire, front tire. All right. I should probably take those little caliper things off now. Doesn't look like I'll be able to take them off. Doesn't look like I'll be able to take them off. I don't know if I killed the chat or if I'm lagging bad. I think you're lagging. Because it actually looks like it's okay over here. STL, what's going on, guy? Mats, what's going on, guy? Mats, I missed all the action, man. It was another bloodbath. No, actually, Billy Bob, I don't think ever showed up. I haven't seen Billy Bob in a while. I'm wondering if he's sitting in a jail cell. You know how Billy Bob can get out of control. I am still not liking this side. This side is wrong. Yeah, I got to take this apart. I'm not liking that. The bearing would not slide onto the shaft all the way. Yeah, this is definitely not going in here right. It's not settled all the way down. That's junk. I think what I'll do, I'm going to bring my vise back in here and I'm going to persuade it. But I'm not going to hit the outer race. I'm going to make sure that I'm hitting the inner race. I'll grab a socket, actually. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to grab a socket that's going to fit over this and only contact more of that, hopefully just the inner race, so I can drive this bearing down, because this is not on all the way. I don't know if you can see that. It's not on all the way. So I'm going to drive that down. hopefully I'm not going to mash the bearing, because the socket actually does have a taper on the inside, so I am more catching the outside. But I'm just going to give it a couple of taps, hopefully to get that to go on. And that definitely settled it down, but can't tell. Went all the way. Bearing still feels good. Does look like it made it all the way down this time. And it looks real close. Yeah, I think it made it. Almost looks like it needs to go maybe a touch more. But I don't know if it's got it. Need like a piece of paper. Oh, I can use my congratulations piece of paper here. I got a feeler gauge too. I'll get my feeler gauge. There's still a gap. Yep, absolutely. Dang. Oh, that's gonna have to stay. This is the same issue that I had last time. There we go. this one is rubbing. So I'm probably going to have to do the same exact thing to this one. Tap that bearing on. Because that foolish rotor thing is hitting up against the bearing. Yep, same exact thing. God, this is foolish, these little disc things. Yeah, it's way better. Now it's not rubbing up against. Same thing on both sides. Freak. All right, so now endpoints. So I'll just put a little junker battery in it for now. Well, I guess I won't. I guess I'll put that thing in. So this ought to be fun. So this will be the first time that I'm venturing into setting endpoints on this radio. So yeah, I'll have the car kind of in range here, but I also want to see this myself too. So flip this on. All right. So what I'm going to look at right now is I just want to watch the servo arm, which you can see right there. And I want to see where the wheel stops versus when the servo wants to keep going. But I should probably go into the menu, which is pressing both the exit and the enter. Says right there, press both. Gets you into your menu. I'm gonna go down to endpoint adjust, which I believe that's what that is. Hit enter. So now I'm on steering. You can see it says 100, 100. The only thing I don't know. Ah, look at that servo cranking. All right. That's the only thing I don't know. So I think that's endpoint adjustment, right? What happens if I do that? No, maybe that's not it. Oh, it is it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow, this thing is sweet. So it is still giving just a little bit of a tweak to that wheel. See? Where this one's full locked, it's still tweaking that one. So I'm going to increase as I have the steering wheel cranked. Look at that. So it looks like 70% on that side. And I'll hit enter. And then go to the next side. Crank it. Look at that. Wow, it's like cranking. It's going to like snap it off. Listen to that. Holy smokes. All right, so I'm going to bring that one down to 70% as well. So I'm going to hit the enter button. You can't even see what I'm doing because of the glare. See how it's blinking? Can I get the glare not in there? And now that it's blinking, it wants me to change it. So I'll put that down to 70 just to see. See what happens. So watch. I think that's pretty much it because it's tugging it. That was pretty harmless. That was easy. All right. Hit enter. Throttle, I don't think like I'm going to have to do anything concerning that. Wow, look at that wheel on that backside. Look at that thing. Wow. Thing should move. That thing's going to need a big opinion. Woo! That thing moves. Oh, this is going to be nice. It's going to be a nice little ripper. Look at that thing. Yeah, it should be cool. Little donut tires or pizza cutter tires. So that should be some fun. All right, that's literally it. I don't think there's anything I need to do with throttle. Throttle's 100%. Maybe I should like just check into this radio just a little bit more while I'm right here. I know nothing about this radio. This is all a big learning experience for me, something like this. This is my first radio that is purposely bought, like since I was a kid. So, and this is the one that Earl recommended. So if it fails, it's his fault. throttle, channel 3, channel 4, 5, 6. You can change all of it. I'm going to exit out of there. Now, what I should do, the one thing that I never set up was the model. So how many models can this thing have? 8, 9, 10. So 10 models, which is fine. That's all I need. So model 1, enter. Oop. Wait a minute. Can I change it? Or maybe I can't change the... Can I change the name? I don't know. Exit. Is there something I'm missing here? Name? Is that it? Okay, so that's changing the name of what Model 1 is. Okay, all right. Just took me a second, but that's the best part about this, is that I'm forcing myself to learn without using the instructions. So that means that this is pretty intuitive. So what could I call this? What do I want to call this thing? Rally, right? So R A L L. Oops. What did I mess up? Yeah, I did. How do I go back that way? Ah, dang it. A L L R-A-L-L-Y. Rally. Which way am I going? I'm going that way. Where's the Y? Is that a Y? Looks like a Y. No, the Y is down there. That was a V. The V looked like a Y. All right. So rally. Oops. Rally. And then can I have a blank? Yes, this is so all right. So this radio is actually better. This is better than the other thing. So then enter. Right? Oh, yeah. So now if I go back to model, right? Enter. Rally, look at that. Nice. Oh, this is awesome. You don't know how, like, this makes me happy. That's pretty cool. So I think I just did it. Nice. Should be in alphabetical order. What should be? The letters? It's got nothing to do with my ABCs, brother. It has to do with my eyeglasses. DL. DL is how you can turn up throttle and down per se. You know what, though? Shade Tree, that's a very good thing that you just brought up to me, because on my speed cars, you said it was DL? There's DR. I don't see no DL. There's language, model, EPA, exponentials. ABS. Acceleration. What? What do you mean acceleration? I have no idea what that means. So what happens? What if I change it? What does that mean? Whoa! Oh, okay. That's all that does, huh? So I don't need that. Let's idle up. What the heck is idle up? Oh, what the heck idle? What the heck does idle up mean? Yeah, I have no idea. Just leave it alone. Sub trim, reverse. D/R. What the heck is D/R? Well, let's click it and see what it says. Ah, so this is dual rate. Durr. Oh my god. Dual rate. Why doesn't it say dual rate? Why does it say DR? Drive reverse? That's what I'm seeing. Drive reverse. All right. So steering rate. So that would be good to know because right now it's full. Crank it down to like, let's see if I go to 50%, see what it does to me. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I'm going to like this. Oh, that's mint. I'm going to leave it up to 100 right now. But the throttle's going to be a good one, though. Only because when I run my limitless, all right, so here's the deal. The way I've been doing some of my other, yeah, I know that I have a hat on. The way I've been doing my other cars, right? Meaning like, obviously the Felony and the VT. It's basically just running it like full. Whatever it's got in it, I felt confident that I would be able to control around that 80 miles per hour kind of scenario. Now, the setup that I'm going with for my limitless is way beyond my capabilities as I sit here on my chair right now. The setup that's going in it has the ability to fully exceed my abilities as a speed like runner. So being able to, that would down the throttle percentage, right? Yeah. So what that would do was it would limit my throttle so that I couldn't go past a certain point. At least I think that's what it's supposed to do. If that's what it does, then that's going to be great. What I don't understand is the ABS thing in this thing. So let's, how do I even check that out? I'd actually probably have to drive it for the ABS to work. But I don't even know how the ABS works. Because this does have ABS in it. Like that. I don't know what the heck is ATL. Altitude? I don't need anything about mixing. Auxiliary channel. Alarm. What is that? Oh, it's the thing there. The alarm for the telemetry. Okay, I get that. That's pretty cool. So this is transmitter. This is transmitter alarm. There's the receiver alarm for the battery. There's even a temp, but how does the temp work? I don't understand how the temp works. Why is it in Celsius? There's even RPMs, but none of that stuff is like anything that's hooked up. So that doesn't do anything. All right. I'm going to exit out of there. Gyro. So I want to make sure my gyro is off, right? So right now, says it's at a rate of 0. It says it's on, but I know it's not on. So what happens if I click that? Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe it, I don't know. All right, well, that was an on position. The heck is that? Standard. Oh, variable. Standard, right? I can change it. But I don't think this... Yeah, I don't know. Thought that receiver did have a gyro. Maybe you have to like exit out of the menu for it to work or something. You have to put the receiver into gyro mode. Okay. How the heck do you do that? Not that I want to. I don't want a gyro right now, but how do you put the receiver in gyro mode? If it's green, it's normal mode, which it's green. If it's purple, it's gyro. How do you make it into gyro? Take the receiver lid off. What? The little button on the side? Wait a minute. There was a piece of paper. Which I probably lost. I'll look in the manual. Ah, okay. Receiver is packed with channels and gyro and voltage, high voltage, servo supported gyro setup. Factory setting of the gyro is off by default, which is what I want. Short, press the ID set button 3 times. The indicator flashes 3 times. Red LED on off indicates the gyro function is on off. What? Red LED on off indicates gyro function is on off. The gyro is forward enabled. Try to turn the model car to check to see if it's correcting the wheels. Gyro sensitivity is channel 3. Oh, okay. Can be adjusted by the all right. Can be adjusted by that. Okay, I get it. All right, so I'm gonna enable it just to see if it works. I'm gonna enable the gyro. Let's see. So just to ram a screwdriver in there and do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, look at that! It works. No stinking way. That is crazy. That's crazy. I'm only moving it just a little bit. Thing's perfectly freaking out. All right. You know what I noticed is actually going backwards. So why is the gyro going backwards? So the gyro is actually going backwards. So that means I think I need to, since the gyro is going backwards, and then maybe that's because I need to go into here. Let's see. Let's go up to there. That turns it off, I think. It's not working now. Now it's on, but it's reversed. So let's see. Yeah, you could take the teeter mode and you know what you can do with that. We're not enabling it for the race. Let's see. What am I doing here? So I could turn it off, right? No, it's still on. It's still reversed, so whatever this does, I have no idea. So, wait a minute. There was a thing here where so wait a minute. Steering, that's reverse. I'm going to go into channel 3. Click it. Reverse. Maybe that'll do it. Enter. Nope. Why is it doing that? It's reversed. So I don't have to turn my receiver. That's dumb. That seems really dumb. So even reversing channel 3 when it said that doesn't affect the gyro, so make it go back to normal. I'm not losing my mind here, am I? It's definitely backwards. All right. So, oops. Put it back to normal. Exit out of here. So I ain't gonna do nothing. So, literally have to take the stinking receiver and turn it. Turn it? I don't like that. That ruins the way I've got my wires. What does it say in the manual? So I literally have to take this off. Change interface settings on receiver. So interface settings on receiver. So this all, now this is where it gets beyond me here. So interface settings on the receiver. Where do you see that? Gyro setup. Gyro phase. When the gyro forward is enabled, try to turn the model car to check to see if it's correcting the wheels. Normally the wheels should turn right to correct the car when it's turned left. If the gyro phase is reversed, short press the bind button twice and that will fix it. Stupid electronics. All right. So I'll press it twice and I won't have to turn the gyro. Nice. I didn't figure why it would have to turn the gyro. You're just messing with me, guy. I know you are. All right. So now, yeah, there we go. All right. Sweet. Sweet. All right. I don't need it, but at least now I know it's. Now I know I didn't have to stinking. That didn't make any sense to have to turn the stupid receiver. Because it's just a stinking gyro. Shouldn't matter how I have that thing set up. So now I have to go 1, 2, 3, right, to shut this thing off? Or can I shut it off in here? Let's see. Can I shut it off in here? No. Exit, exit. Go to gyro. Where was gyro? gyro. And then when I changed that, it shut it off. All right, sweet. So it's off. So I can't turn it off on the remote. So that's pretty cool. Exit. Done. Enter. Oops. Turn it on. I don't need it. All right, off. Off. Sweet. I love that. This is stinking cool. I love this stuff. This is pretty sweet. Wait a minute. Oh, no, wait a minute. What's that doing? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Oh, variable rate. Durr. Standard. Okay. So if I go up there to, oops, if I go up there to mix and shut that off, what happens? Gyro still on. How can I shut it off in here? I guess by putting it to variable, having this cranked all the way down shuts it off. So I'd have to actually variable rate it. Holy smokes, that thing cranks. All right. So wish there was a way just to shut it off. But I guess that is shutting it off by having it cranked. But I don't want anybody to think like I'm gyroing, so I guess what I'll do is I'll do the 3 buttons, 3 presses, 1, 2, 3, and that should shut the gyro completely off. All right, so gyro's completely off. Exit. Get out of the gyro. What the heck is that? ID seed? I'm not planting any seeds. All right, good enough. Looks like my steering trim is very slightly off. Oh, I'm going to like this radio. Oh, I'm really going to like this radio. All right. Well, this is pretty cool. Says I'm actually supposed to not have the antennas the way I've got them too, though. So I might have to change that. It's kind of weird. How do you have the antennas like... I guess I could stick it through the hole here in the body. The post. And then come back around or something. All right, I'm very happy with this. This thing is pretty cool. So technically this thing is now ready to rip it tomorrow. my first, like, purposely bought radio since like the 90s. Guess I could do it like that. It dumped out again. Nah, looks like it's all right. All right, I think this thing is ready. This thing is ready, and I'm ready. This battery right here, this battery is fully charged. That radio is as good as any one on the market, if you don't mind. Driving. Oh, right. Right. Oops. But because I have a 3D printer, I could always maybe make something, but I don't. Why would you want to drive with one hand? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why? So you could film? Give me a break. That better not be why. So you could have a coffee in the other hand? That better not be why either. So you can text and RC at the same time? A lot of guys drive with one hand. Why? So you can have a Starbucks in the other hand? Better not be. If that's the case, those people need to get out of the hobby. Stop it with the Starbucks and all the other stuff. No, I need to take selfies. I need to take my selfies. All right. I think we're good. This thing is ready to go now. I'm pumped. So this is, like I said, like we talked about before, this is my entry into the Rally Car Challenge. It is obviously what we knew. The Phaser MK, I almost said it again, MKZ, MK2 with the Hobao tilt body, which if I just put on the rear pins, the front drops right into place. And I'm making a liar out of myself. Here we go. Front dropped in. So the only thing that I do have to do now is I should probably clearance the front wheels, because right now the front wheels clear the front fine, but it just tags the back section here. And that's just as easy as just taking my snips and cutting right along this edge. I think it does it on the other side too. So the other side, it doesn't. So one thing that I could do, it doesn't do it because the body, is it really off? It shouldn't be off. You know what it is? The body's a little mangled on that side. It is close. See, it's touching already. So I just need to take my scissors, my trimming scissors, and I can trim up this section of the body to get it away from the tire. What the heck was that noise? That was my other phone. All right, so I can pop this off. And I know that I just need to basically trim this right here. And that's it. Still think I'll just clear it just a little bit more. Just a little bit more around it. That's better. Actually, this is where that doesn't look like I care about perfection, but I actually do. Can't have it looking like that. That looks like junk. So I actually need to take a little sandpaper to that right there, maybe. Or actually, I work better with a razor blade. It's not the recommended way to do it. Don't use a razor blade and cut towards yourself either. That looks better. Looks like it does hit a little bit right there if there's full compression, but doubt I'll get full compression, but I do need to trim that right there though. Cannot have that looking like that. Yeah, that looks better. Cool. I think it's ready. It's ready. That's it. Time we looking at? How long was the stream on? 2.5 hours? That's not too bad. James, what's going on, guy? Gonna print up an anti-wobbler 6,000 K for that thing? A what? An anti-wobbler? What is that? Gonna print up an anti-wobbler 6,000 for that thing? Well, like a HAL 2000? An anti-wobbler. Right, it's a Hobao show. Dude, that's cool. It is. It's a Hobao show. That is perfect. Should do it. I should 3D print, not 3D print. I could print up on my vinyl cutter. What is it called? What'd you call it? Hobao show. That's awesome, dude. I like that. The Hobao show. Oh, drive shaft stabilizer. What? Well, this one's got the metal drive shaft. I shouldn't need it, right? I don't think the drive shaft was wobbling when I had it plugged in, giving it the beans. I already gave it the beans. Oh, I almost plugged that in backwards. All right. Remote on. Contact. He's all right. I don't think I would have room though for the anti-wobble device. But yeah, I think this is gonna go. Tops out big time, like right away. So I know it's got more gearing in it, so. But it's also running plastic, so I'm just gonna leave it stock as is. I'm not gonna change gearing. This is how I'm gonna run this vehicle for the rally challenge. I see no need to, you know, I'm not trying to, like, you know, how do I explain it? It's going to be a handful, I think, just the way it is when you think about it. I mean, it's such a small little car running on a dirt course. I did take the time, James, I don't know if you bent your drive shaft? I don't know if you saw that I did balance out my tires too. So tires are pretty balanced out now. That's why it's got the white dots on it. Do you know you can run that radio on a live? Yeah, I do. I do know that, yes. I actually did do a review on the radio. It's an RC Guy Garage way of doing the review. Hey, what's this do? Oh, wow, check it out. The battery tray pops out. Oh, just fell on the floor. Oh, I ripped out the wires. Ah, crap. It's fine. What a pain in the neck trying to get that battery tray back in, though. But yeah, no, I hear you. I do know it can run because it says it right on the box. That was one of the things that I had read. But this radio has a lot of functions probably that I, obviously will never use. But its main use or its main purpose with me is going to be a piece of rubber on there. Its main purpose for me is going to be for my speed cars, to be able to, I guess, dial it in a little bit better. And the number one thing is the range. almost going a mile in either direction is absolutely insane to me. I obviously it's not exactly a mile, but it's close enough. 600 meters is almost a mile, so that is not too bad. Like with anything, the learning process of going fast is definitely different than, you can actually see the wire inside there. The learning curve of going fast has been more than I guess what I'm used to, because I am honestly I'm a thrasher, I'm a basher, somebody that just goes out there and just rips it and just has a blast, hitting jumps, just doing burnouts, just whatever. But this whole speed thing, well, not this rally thing, but the whole speed game now, I am definitely into. I am really having a blast with this thing. So, speed cars right now, my VT is going 84 top speed so far with the VT is 84. My felony is 87 or 86. It's either 86 or 87. I can't remember. Probably 86. I'll just go with 86. Obviously, everybody knows the felony's got more into it. I crashed my felony. I initially thought it was the radio because I hadn't come across a vehicle that didn't have brakes. Well, yeah, I did. First time I ran the first time I ran the Hobao, it didn't have brakes. But anyways, was it also the felony? No, I think it was the Hobao. Well, either way, something didn't have brakes, and then the felony didn't have brakes. But in the moment, because I had the remote in my hand and I was pulling on brake, and I did it a couple of times, and I got no response, even though I did have steering, I thought for some strange reason, radio-wise, I thought I lost my brakes. But in the footage, I was able to prove to myself that it really wasn't brakes. It was such a coincidence that at the time I let off on the trigger was when the ESC did its cutout. So in my mind and in the moment at the time, I thought I just lost radio control, not ESC cut. And that's a bad situation. Granted, I know the car is supposed to not really be a speed car per se, because, you know, even though ARRMA does put a speed gear in it, it's not a consistently ran speed run car. It will cut on you. And that's one of the biggest things that Earl talks about all the time. He's like, that's what's junk about these Hobby Wing ESCs. It is a Hobby Wing ESC. That's what's crap about these Hobby Wing ESCs, is that they cut. So they cut at the wrong time. And that is bad in programming, because if it's gonna cut because you're full throttle, shouldn't it be in the program to automatically hit brake? Or shouldn't you at least be able to have brake control? Fine, cut forward throttle, but why are you cutting brake? And now I've realized I'm not the only one that has happened to. So that can be taken care of with some kind of an update. But how do you update those things? Well, you update them with this thing, right? I think the way you update those is with must be behind my computer, right? I bet. Behind my computer? Yeah, here it is. See? Right on my desk. So maybe it can be updated maybe with this or something. I don't even know. I thought these things could be updated, but I also heard on the Facebook group that one of the guys, I think Metz or Chef, tried to update his ESC and it wouldn't update, I think. So that's why I want to be done with all this crap. These ESCs, sad to say, these ESCs are junk. You got to go with Castle Creations. You want an ESC, just buy a Castle. If you're running something that's a monster car, like, you know, obviously the DBXL-E 2.0, yeah, I guess you're going to have to get, you know, what is that, a Max 5 or whatever if you want to go nuts, or a Max 6 or whatever. And I guess they're okay, but when you want to go fast, Castle Creations is the way to go. And again, that's from Earl. You watch a lot of Earl's videos, and what's the biggest thing that he talks about is he talks about the data log. Being able to jump into everything that ESC is sensing. And it even gives you beeps if it detects a fault. And I think Earl said he's got a thing on his phone that, based upon what the beeps are, I think he probably knows by heart now, but it'll give you a beep code for whatever fault it detects, whether if it's signal loss, over temp, or just whatever. But then being able to go into the graphs, being able to see where the motor is, when, why, how much more you can push it, what the temps are, that is absolutely awesome. I do have an XLX version 2 coming for a vehicle. Yep. But I also have one of the Castle MMX8s, whatever it is, with a 1717 that's going into my Limitless. And that's why I'm saying with my Limitless, the Limitless is beyond my capability. But if I practice throttle control, maybe back off the throttle using this thing, if that's what it will allow me to do, if I'm able to back myself away from pulling full trigger, I can set a point to where I can probably incrementally basically turn up the boost. So it's almost like going into the car's programming and turning up the boost to get faster speeds. So that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. And then once obviously that thing is cranked up all the way, if I can even find a road that'll support supposedly the speeds that this car has the ability with that setup in it. Yeah, that's what this box is about too, right here. So that's obviously for this car right here. This is my Limitless. This is going to be a special build. It's just point blank going to exceed everything that I know and do. This box right here. This box right here has crash parts in it. So in the event of, not if I crash, but in the event of when I crash, this box should assist me in being able to rebuild the car. So that's like the whole point. The whole point is like this speed game is a lot more. It's almost like it's a lot more like or likened to real speed, because you're going through tires. I mean, you're going through motors. You're going through bearings. You're going through upgrade parts that you got to change. My most likely next thing, like I said, I'm building this car to go out of the box. Earl already said out of the box, over 100 miles an hour. I think that's what he said. Out of the box, just the way it is. Set up, just bam, throw a system in it, you get 100. No problem. Over 100, it's definitely way over 100 with the setup that I'm putting in it. I think 140, 150-ish. And I'm definitely not ready for that. I'm really not. And I'll admit that. I'm no speed guru. I'm just me. So I'm a laborer. So I work hard for my money. But anyways, yeah. I'm psyched. Those tires are expensive too when you think about it. When you're like, I think Earl said you get about, how many passes did he say you get? I forget what he said. I don't think he's here, right? No, he's not here. He told me about how many passes the Hoons tires are good for. Because literally, when you think about it, that's what Earl does. Like, more often than not, Earl is speed ripping. So he had mentioned to me that, and I don't know if that was talking to him or if it was in, well, whatever he said, it was either, I think he said it was like the Hoon tires are good. I think he said for like 10 solid runs at 100 and something without having to worry about changing them out. I just can't. Wait a minute. Here we go. And it's good to know because I do have a couple of Hoons. Granted, they are not. Okay. He said Hoons are best. They last and can hold 130 for at least 10 passes. I was going to say 15 passes, but I wanted to make sure that, I quote stuff. When I say stuff, I try to quote it as accurately as I can. So Hoons are the best. They can last and hold 130 for at least 10 passes. After that, he basically said the tires then start to come apart. And granted, that's just an average. So who knows? Maybe it could be 8 passes at 130 and you're done. Probably depends upon road conditions. Depends upon, when you're blazing that fast, if you hit a crack, that could bust a belt. You know what I mean? It's all these little tiny belts inside breaking away. So, and that's good knowledge to know. That's like if I was gonna, go get race tires for my Camaro. Obviously the guy that I would pick up the tires from, I'd need to know these slicks. How many passes do you think I can get on these slicks? He's going to ask me what kind of power I have and what kind of times I run. So it's like, there's a lot of like stuff wrapped up and involved with all this junk. So when you get into a speed car, I swear you are spending point blank more money when you're going like fast. Number one, crashing. Number two, your tires. And then your bearings, and then everything is wearing out just that much faster. So you don't need to hear me talking. You guys already know this. So what's up, everybody? Jump up into this chat. I think I'm just going to end this live stream. We're like going on 3 hours. So right at 3 hours, I'm going to end this. So right at 11:30, I'll end this live stream. So we've got Jessica, J.O., Shade Tree. You can hear my voice. James. And I think that's it. James Bush, I'm number one right now. Maybe one day you'll be as fast as me. Nah, probably not. Let's see who else is here. I think that's it. Hunter. An RC semi truck. I didn't even see that. Hector Santos. Right, Hector, I used the other one that said the Hobao Show. That's a riot. I like that. It's the Hobao Show. It's the only Hobao Show around, man. Dude, it is such a cross. Think about it. It really actually has Hobao parts in it, not just the electronics. So it's got full Hobao electronics. So it's got the motor, the ESC, well, not the receiver. Motor, ESC, and servo are all Hobao. And then when I broke the arm that goes in between the servo and the steering linkage, that's a Hobao piece too, which is crazy. I'm actually, I put the wheels. No one told me I put the wheels on backwards, so I can't run it that way. I'm just noticing right now, I swapped two wheels. I'm gonna have to swap them back. I got two wheels running the opposite direction. And you know that way it goes, right? They are directional tires. Crap. I'm going to have to swap them out. Yeah, look, I'll show you. I was only thinking balance. I wasn't thinking directional. Look which way the tread's going on that one. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's not supposed to be. I'll swap that out right now before I forget, because I'm taking this out tomorrow morning. No, you can't help me. So I'm going to just swap these right now. Let's get back into the program. I guess it's not ending. I said I was going to open that box, didn't I? I was thinking maybe I should save it for a video instead of opening it. Save it for a video where it's like more entertaining, I guess. I got to make sure 2 batteries are fully charged, so this one's going to get charged up. I'm going to wake up wicked early tomorrow morning. So it's this wheel and that wheel that need to be swapped. I don't even know why I didn't think that. I just noticed right now. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll swap out the out of balance wheels to the front. So this one and this one need to be swapped. Because the wheels actually are in balance now. So I think we'll be good now. The rally challenge ends this month. So anybody that's involved in the rally challenge, you've got to get to your baseball diamonds and start posting your times, or at least do some practice runs. Because obviously that's what I'm going to do. Tomorrow I'm going to a baseball diamond early in the morning. I'm going to do some practice runs. I probably won't bring my, camera that has a pole that can go up 400 feet. I'll probably bring 10-foot pole. But now we're good. It's ready to rip. I'm psyched. I think this is going to be fun. So you can see how my front differential is a little bit more unlocked than the rear. Well, no, you can't. Well, now you can. See how the rear is it's a little bit more locked. Not huge, but it's for just rally traction. The rear has 50K and the front has 30K. And for a little rally car, I figure that's fine. All the wheels are balanced. The thing just needs to just be finalized on the front trim. And that's it. Wheels are swapped out. The gyro works. I got my wires kind of doing a good thing right now. Body is mint. I got my body pins. I just got to charge one battery. And then that's it. Then the rally is on. I'll be posting up. Well, I might post up like a little practice video. Why not? I'll bring my tripod, set it up. I might even throw a GoPro on the truck. That's probably what I should do. I could take a GoPro and stick it on the back. That might be a good idea. Put a GoPro right on the back of the EPX. I'd like to put a GoPro in the cab. That would have been cool. If I could have like cut out the window and mounted like a GoPro inside, like put a stick mount on the top and the inside, have the GoPro upside down so it was looking out the front window. That probably would have been cool. But it is a tilt body now. So like a cab over is, a cab over usually is a tilt body. So now it is a tilt body. Oh, it's got damage. What? It's got some body damage here. This thing has been through the ringer, man. This thing launched in the air and smashed my SkyRC GPS off of it. This, the GPS that I call a piece of crap, which it isn't. This thing, in its current condition, the way this thing looks now, functions better than it did out of the box. This is that SkyRC just regular screened GPS. It's shaking like it's got pots rattling around inside. And then I've got my other GPS unit somewhere here. It's on here somewhere. It's on here. Where is it? I got to make sure that I have that for tomorrow. It's on here somewhere. Where is it? Right here. Right here. This thing's awesome. This is operated by an app. It's the M020 SkyRC. It's called a performance analyzer. If you don't have one, I suggest you get one of these things. These things are stinking awesome. I'm very happy with this thing. So, all right. I think I'm just going to end the live. All right. Oh, Jessica took off. See you later. Didn't even know. Yeah, definitely get the rally car out, JL. That'd be awesome. So, all right. I'm out. Thank you guys for coming to this live stream. RC Guy Garage Live. This is the alternate channel. If you're not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing to this channel. If you haven't given it a thumbs up, we got 23 thumbs up. If you haven't given it a thumbs up out of the 13 people in here, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want, you don't have to. It's just a suggestion. I know where you live, so you better. No. Yeah, I don't know. This radio, I don't want to stop the live, but I do. This radio is pretty cool. This is a pretty cool radio. It's gonna be a little bit to get used to, but it is pretty cool. I do like it. I don't know what that button's for though. That button illuminates. Watch this. See that button right there? Watch this. Why does it light up? What is that? What does that do? I thought that was a third position switch. But apparently, like, I don't know what it is. I could look in the manual, but I'm still trying to figure it out. I probably shouldn't have asked. I do like the fact that this button right here, it's touched by your knuckle on your thumb. Right? Yeah. Well, it worked way better before. Something to get used to. Well, maybe I don't like it. Maybe I like that button better. I don't know what that button does, though. So I got to make sure that my batteries are fully charged. So, all right. Just going to say it again. I'm out. You should get out, too. It's the way I end my videos. Because you should. If you're not part of the Rally Car Challenge, join it. It's only a couple of bucks. You probably already have the electronics you can throw in it. Scavenge it out of one of your other vehicles. The rules are very simple. J.O. could probably put the rules in there faster than I could say them. But the rules are actually posted on the Facebook site. If you're not part of the Facebook RC Guy Garage, go check it out. It's RC Guy Garage, all capital letters. And right now it's got a picture of... The heck does it have a picture of on there now? I think it's got the laser nut conversion on it right now. Facebook. Go to there. Go to there. That's the RC Guy Garage channel right there. So the information is actually on here. But, I mean, it's cool because it's just a bunch of good guys having a blast, sharing knowledge, sharing, you know, content. It's not about joining to blast it or spam it for, you know, videos and stuff. But here's the Rally Car Challenge thing right there. We already had a rally car here. Actually, I can play this. So this is one of the Rally Car Challenge people right now. Shut off this light. Go down. See the car? He's rounding third. Coming into home plate. Bam. Now he's going to come out. Oh, he's going to go around. But see him? Going to first base. Rounding out. Heading over to second base. Went around it. Oh, he spun out. He got lost. Coming around. Whoa, that was a wide corner. Oh, he's going the wrong way. He's all over the place. He's out of his mind. He must have had a couple of iced teas. Now he's going to go and I think reverse. Yeah, now he's reversing the direction. Check him out. Wow, that thing is moving. Coming around. He went around the base like how you're supposed to. You're supposed to go around the outside. Check it out. Oh, I think he crashed right there. Coming around. Oh, he crashed. Dude, I think that thing's rolling over. Coming in. Oh, it's all over the place. Oh, he did. He wiped out. I think you can see him walking over to it. Every time I see this video, it makes me feel like I'm going to fall out a window. I think that was one of his. So I think that was one of his just trial runs. So there's another one here. Where is it? This one. Is this the one? See the little white dot? Going along, going along, going along. Oh, he went. Yep, there he goes. Look at him. He's all over the road. Whoop, wrong way. Whoop. See, it's a blast, dude. This is fun. If you're not part of this rally challenge, join it, man. Coming around. Look at, he went way wide. I think his car's got too much power. He might be able to make it up in the straightaways, but when you think about it, look at, he's all over the place. Oh, come on. Power savings. What is that junk? Here it comes, coming around, going around. Oh! You see what? He's all over the place. He's a drunk driver. He had too many iced teas. Oh, look at, he spun out. See what I'm saying? Wow, that thing took off. There he goes. Round in second. There he goes. Wow, he flies. So when he's on a straightaway, he flies. But he has a massive lack of control. He's probably overpowered. Look at it, he's definitely over. See, the way I look at that, right? He's way overpowered, which is fun. You know what I'm saying? And I know I said I was going to end the live. I will. But even just watching that, it's pretty cool. I think it was a good idea for a challenge. Jo had a good idea. You know, I just was thinking rally car build. And he was like, you know, what about racing on a diamond? Yeah, let's do it. So definitely, I think a good time. I'm not going to divulge his name on here unless he decides to himself, because there's a certain privacy thing between Facebook and YouTube and blah, whatever. So I don't usually, you know, say whose names things are from there. But yeah. I think I'm just going to end it finally. So don't forget to share this channel too. I got to get these numbers up on this channel. I definitely appreciate whoever came here. We got 13 people right here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Got 24 thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, bam, make sure you do. Make sure the bell notification is on. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Rally Car Challenge. It ends this month. So, like, let's put a date to it right now. Rally Car Challenge will end. The final submissions need to be in by October 31st. So, yeah. So you got a month. The big thing was, it definitely was pandemic related, meaning it kind of messed things up. So there were parks that were closed, and stock wasn't even available. A-Main right now has the phaser things, so go get yourself one. All right, I'm out. James, we'll see you later, man. Right. Okay, James. All right, so I wasn't going to say that, you know, right. Okay. James, right, rather be number one, and realized was the first one to, yes, first one to submit. Right. You're number one and you're first one to submit. Absolutely. You're working on getting the timer and drone footage, right? That was literally the first go. Oh, that was the first go. Still, it's good though. Bit of practice and those laps will look better, right? Right. You've got, like, you literally have till the end of the month to put your best time up. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing. That's only his first submission. It's not like his final. So whatever you get to be your fastest time, your end date is the 31st of this month of 2020. So October 31st of 2020, the Rally Car Challenge will end. That's it. And then the new challenge will begin. That was the whole point, man. The new challenge will begin. Haven't figured out which one it's going to be, but there will be another Rally Car Challenge. Well, using the Rally Car base, but it might not be a rally challenge, or it might. I don't know. We'll see. So, all right. I'm finally out of here. All right. 25 thumbs up. Thanks, you guys. All right. We'll see you later. Do I want to end the stream? Nah, I mean, I don't, but, you know, if I don't, I never will.